Okay, welcome back to another quick and easy watercolor painting. This is a piece of watercolor paper that came from a painting that I tore up. I wasn't really too happy with it, so I tore it up and I'm going to salvage some of the pieces to use in other work. So this is going to be like a mixed media work. And what we're going to do is we're just going to cover this with white watercolor paint. So I'm not going to, I just wet my brush and I'm not going to add any more water to it. But I'm going to take this and I'm going to cover this whole surface. And you'll see you'll get this kind of cool, crackly kind of an effect. Okay? I'm going to start on one side and then the other. And I'm just going to try to put it on here evenly. So there's no big patches, but you sort of want it to be, you know, a little janky. Sort of like that. So not much water, okay? And a lot of watercolor paint. You know, we're trying to make this into a snow scene. So if you want, you can grab more pigment. You know, put more pigment on this if you like. But no, don't pick up any more water. It'll just make it really super thin and won't cover that blue underpainting. Okay, now I need you to just walk away from this and let it dry. All right, that turned out not too bad, but I'm gonna put a little bit more paint on here because I kind of like the way that this has turned out, to tell you the truth. So I'm gonna put a little bit more paint on here. I'm gonna make this a little bit whiter yet. Just picking up some pigment, no more water. I just had a wet brush, but you know, we're trying to make this, you know, like a snowstorm, like we're looking through a snowstorm. And you can see I'm starting to get all these sort of broken lines and everything across there. That's what I'm going for. A little bit more pigment. Not much, no more water. But you don't want it to be too standardized, right? We're trying to make fields here, so. A little bit more pigment. You could also use white ink for this. You could use acrylic paint. This is just what I had on hand, so this is what I'm going to use. All right, let's let that dry and come right back. Okay, so we're done with our paint, so we can set that aside. I got two pens here I want to show you. So this is a Sharpie pen, and this is a Pigma Sensi. Okay, this is fine. I don't know where it says fine on it, but it does say fine on it somewhere. And this one is, let's see if I can get that, 0.03. So this one's very fine, and this one's fine. Okay. So we're not going to use any more watercolor for this, but what we're going to do is use our pen. And I'm going to put this in, this is called stippling. So you'll see, I'll try to zoom in on this, but I'm going to put some dots going across the page. And I think we're going to make it slope slightly downwards on this side. Okay, we're going to go back over here. We're going to put in some trees. Now, these are going to be trees that are way off at a distance. So you're not going to see too much in the way of branches. The stippling was sort of to add some visual interest, but also to sort of tell me where the tree line was going to be. Okay, I'm going to make these a little bit taller, and you see you're just going to go over it and over it. Okay, and then along here, these are just going to be like this. And I'll speed this up so you don't have to watch me do all this. Okay, and then once I got over to the far side, if I wanted to come back and put some branches, you know, that are going in different directions, or make some small branches that are sort of sticking up above the rest, or darken this across here a little bit. Try to keep all your strokes going in the same direction. It'll just make it look like trees a little bit more. Okay, and you can kind of see how under there's some of that stippling left. I'll try to zoom in on that for you. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make another tree line coming across here and over to here. Same deal. Take your pen and just stipple in the direction that you want it to go in. Okay, and then go back to the beginning. So you can see where I stippled in that line. Go back to the beginning and put in your brush or undergrowth or small trees, whatever it is that you want it to be. I'm going to make some a little bit taller, make some a little bit shorter. Try to keep it all going vertical if you can. You know, it's tree line at a distance in the snow, so it shouldn't be perfect. Okay, now I'm going to make one more, and it's going to come from here back across to here. So I just look at where I want to go, and then I'm going to put some stippling in. Same deal as before. Just going to put some small marks. I'm going to vary them. Make some that are a little bit longer. And remember, this line here is going to be so much closer to you that you're going to be able to see a little bit more detail. So you can make these a little bit, you know, more, I don't know if more detailed is the word, but. Okay, we're going to put a couple of trees in here. So just the shape of a tree, lifting off sort of mark on the end. You know, and these are kind of scrubby kind of trees, so. If you want, you can put some more stippling in there or some more other marks. That kind of turned out fascinating to me, really. I gotta tell you, I'm kind of pleased with that. Okay, well, thanks for hanging out with me today. I'd love to hear from you. If you got a question or a comment, please leave it in the comment section. 97% of the people who watch me are not subscribers, so if you could go ahead and hit that subscribe button, I would really appreciate it. It really helped me out. But if you're currently a subscriber, thanks a lot. If you got a question or a comment, leave it in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time. Okay, don't put some little crows or some birds flying up here. Don't. don't do it to me. All right. Sign it, put it in a frame, away you go. Thanks for watching.